Well, Annie and I are back from day one's tour, and I learned some things today. I go through flyers a lot faster than I thought I would have. Less time and distance traveled to meet my objective of 100 flyers. This is a good thing. I also learned that Annie's blade, the way I have it set up there by dumb luck, just clears the underside of the mailboxes if they're up to Canada Post specifications. I also learned a lot of them aren't. So I also learned Annie's left brake sticks on. Now this works well because if I'm reaching to the right side of the tractor, I have to clutch and put the tractor in neutral to lean off. It's just not worth debating whether the blade is going to clear or not. But it does work well if I go over and to the other side of the road and reach to the left side, because I wouldn't be able to reach the brake to hold the tractor should I need to again reach out to make sure I don't end up having to jockey around with the blade. I also noticed that there's a lot less Canadian flags flying on properties than I kind of thought, and certainly had kind of hoped for. Am I accomplishing anything? Well, difficult to say, isn't it? I did have a conversation for 5 minutes with a lady who was quite supportive of what I was doing, and quickly scanned the flyer and said, yes, well, you pretty well nailed it there, and she is aware of what's going on. And she didn't express any interest in being interviewed, and was kind of a sort of nondescript conversation anyways. I also learned it's a little more tiring than I thought, but it's not anywhere near as aggravating as my usual homework and commentary posts are. I feel as if my work is done for the day. I can chill out with a beer now and feel that I've accomplished something and not be depressed and get aggravated with things as I often do, which is the subject of another video I think I'll record right now. I also learned there's nothing in the dollar store that isn't made in China, and I usually refuse to do that, but I was in a hurry this morning and I bought some small flags for people if I got talking to them and they didn't have one. I did give one of those out as well for a fellow. And a few people honked and waved. Most people just looked at me kind of funky and drove on by. It was pretty quiet on the back roads today. Tomorrow I'm going to go into town. Obviously I'm going to have to get more flyers harder and faster than I thought. There's inflation for you. Last time I had flyers, I don't know when that was, they were 5 cents a piece. I went to the corner store, they're 44 plus tax. Library's 20 cents a piece. So, I guess there's carbon tax on photocopying. Thank you, Justin Trudeau. My hat's off to you. But that's what I learned today. So I'll go into town tomorrow and get some flyers, and I'll hang out in the park and maybe across town at the beer store or something. Try a little different approach, see what happens. Maybe get some commentary from the people kind on the street. Can't say that my fellow man or mankind or some men and women on the street, because that's hate speech now in the regime of Trudeau. So we'll go talk to some people kind tomorrow.